Hello everybody and welcome to the Daytona International Speedway for the NASCAR E5 2023 Mod Career Mode Season 2 opener here in the Daytona 500. As we look to get, of course, to sweep the Daytona 500 back-to-back seasons, go back-to-back in the 500. We won this race last season in dramatic fashion with that crash with Keselowski and Truex. In our stories of the race, Austin Dillon was fast in practice. Noah Gragson in that number 10 car will start at the rear of the field after replacing his transmission. And Corey LaJoie will also be at the back after unimproved body modification during qualifying. We'll be joining them in our number 99 Best Buy Chevrolet with a little bit of a new look. But we are back, ready to go here once again as we are green and underway here as Season 2 begins here in the NASCAR E5 Career Mode in the Daytona 500. We start from 38th here, racing the outside of J.J. Yaley, trying to get to the inside of Ryan Preece up here. He's opening 15-lap stage. We try to work forwards. Gregson going to get behind us, and Gregson going to give us a push here to start this race. Of course, Noah Gragson now in that number 10 car, replacing the retired Eric Almirola. So we go to the inside of the 21 Harrison Burton, go by him for 35th. Now from the outside of Tyler Reddick, going by Zane Smith. Of course, that new Spire 71 entry with the leased out from Trackhouse. So there we go by him, go by BJ McLeod. Now racing Chase Briscoe and Shane Van Gisbergen. The 91 up ahead of us, so there's some tough racing going on here at the front of this field as we clear Zane for 33rd. Now we go to the inside of Chase Briscoe and SVG for a top 30 position on the racetrack, which we do. With the inside of them, Josh Berry, of course in the 4 car in this rookie season, slides down in front of us in 29th. Larson there, Nemechek gets stacked up, stuck alongside Briscoe, no help there. Lose the run, but now there's 71 Zane Smith gets behind us, gives us a big shove as we gather up the next lap down the back straightaway. We get our positions back here, 33rd, getting big help from the 71 is Zane Smith down the back stretch, getting a bit of a run going on the inside of Reddick. Here's the inside of SVG and Harrison Burton, which we will go the inside of both of them. Now drafting up to the 42 of John Hunter Nemechek, giving him a shove. Of course, not a rookie. He had that one full-time Cup season in 2020 with Front Row Motorsports. Now he's trying to have another solid, this time with Legacy Motor Club, the number 42 Mobile 1 Toyota Camry. A little bit of contact there, but we're working our way up to the top 25. Now myself and Zane Smith shoving Nemechek. Now go to the inside of him. It seems he wasn't going anywhere, so we go to the inside of Nemechek, hang him out, and now work behind another new face in a new place. That's Daniel Hemrick back in the Cup Series now, driving the number 31 Circle Chevrolet for Caldig Racing. Of course, Hemrick out trying to rebuild his Cup Series career. Still only one career NASCAR win, the Xfinity Series Championship back in 2021. As we work by him now into the top 20, as we work by Kyle Busch as well. Now right behind the 11 of Denny Hamlin for 19th. We got a big run, but we get stacked. He's squeezing us onto the apron because he's a rival. A lot of contact. Myself and Denny, we just force him up the racetrack so we don't get squeezed. Now we send him up into Blaney sideways. We all get loose. We all save it. We clear Denny. Myself and Zane Smith continue to work together on this bottom lane, just passing cars left and right. Now going by Truex and Allmendinger to work ourselves on the top 15. Our teammate Chastain right up there. We go by him now on the inside of the 9 of Chase Elliott, that new Napa paint scheme. Going by Eric Jones and the new Legacy Toyota as well. Going by Bell. We're flying up through the field. Myself and Zane Smith. Big push to Josh Berry. And just like that, we came from 33rd and 34th to 6th and 7th here at the Daytona 500. What a charge for myself and Zane Smith as you're now back into contention for the win here. Right behind the 4, Josh Berry with the inside of him for a top 5 spot. Bubba Wallace gets stacked up. We squeeze all the way in the apron here, forcing Berry back onto the racetrack. There's a lot of contact being made, tons of contact. Berry not giving us any room at all. We're slamming into each other down the whole straight, so we slam him up the track until Zane Smith finally comes through to give us the push to save us. Her record right there as we clear Berry into 4th, and Michael McDowell, no help on the outside lane. We fly by him into 3rd. Now we get a big run. Chandler Smith, Logano goes to the inside. We go classic right through the middle. Myself and Zane Smith split the gap and are now 1-2 here in the Daytona 500. Myself and Zane Smith, a couple laps there. He's taking the lead back, Zane has. Now we go to the outside of him and take the lead back from Zane. With Chandler Smith behind us, and now we're back in the lead here at Daytona 500. Myself and Zane Smith really working together, a great duo right now here at 500. Now trying to block him, Chandler Smith, and Justin Haley. 3 cars trying to block. We cannot block Zane. We let him go on the top. Cindric going by. Here comes the 4, Josh Berry, who's coming down, giving us come down the track. There's no room. There's not a contact. Berry sliding, and around he goes. A caution will come out. We get a replay here. We get into Josh Berry, and we turn him around. Both cars that fall here. He spins around, collects Chandler Smith, and Smith and Berry both go spinning and crashing, bringing out the caution flag here at Daytona 500. Now a couple laps later, trying to block City for the lead, and around goes the 2. Cindric's wrecking hard to the outside wall. A huge crash. Blaney wrecking with them. There's cars going everywhere, and that crash will end stage 1. We get credited the stage win. Zane Smith 2nd, then Haley, Elliott, Buscher, Cindric, Logano get points as well. So we get our first stage win of the season. A great start to the year for us so far, trying to defend our championship. Now here comes Bubba Wallace, go by on the outside. Wallace and Larson go training right by us. Try to block Preece, Eric Jones. Contact Jones sideways. Almost. He's wrecking behind us, and what a save. Somehow Eric Jones gets saved by the field, narrowly avoids the big one. Now we're in third, working with Zane Smith. We go on the outside of the 5 of Kyle Larson with a great move right there, powered by him and Blaine. I'm trying to go to the outside of Bubba Wallace for the race. The lead here in the Daytona 500. Myself and Zane Smith once again working together. Of course, he's our Alliance teammate over there at Spire. As remember, he was leased out from Trackhouse Racing, so myself and Zane really using this alliance well and working tremendously together right now. We seem to be the best duo in the pack. Couple laps later, now we're trying to block Noah Gregson to hold on to the race lead as Zane Smith is falling a little bit further behind, still within the pack though. There's no time for green flag pit stops as well. About time comes Gregson, gets to the inside, making a lot of contact. We squeeze him down the apron. We get off, and once it's too late, around goes Gregson. He spins to the outside wall. Host of ours wrecking big, and tons of cars spinning. Caution comes out again for Gregson, and host of our crashing big time. Here's another look at it from Cindric. I see up here the 10 was spinning, wipes out the 77 the outside wall, and boom, they slam the 2. And they go around, bring out the caution. A couple laps later, we're in second, chasing down Gregson for the lead. Eric Jones gives a big shot to go to the outside of Noah Gregson. He's going to squeeze us into the wall. Gregson puts us in the wall for the lead here at Daytona. Unacceptable. Once again, the rivalry is coming back to bite us here. Gregson shows us in the fence. Now we're trying to block Jones, get around the outside. Gregson side draft. Now we get hung out. Jones slam him in the wall hard. Big hit, big damage. We lose a ton of momentum here. We blocked Chase Briscoe, but we're second there. I lost a ton of spots. Now back here in 7th, trying to salvage some points here in the last lap of the stage. Blaine gives a shove to the inside corner of the joy. We fly the inside of him and the inside of SVG, trying to get as many positions as possible in this last run to the start-finish line. Noah Gregson wins stage 2. We come through to be 6th, wrecking with Denny Hamlin across the line. We go spinning and crashing afterwards. But Noah Gregson, your stage 2 winner here in the 500, followed by Priest, Dylan, LaJoy, Hamlin, myself, Blaney, SVG, and others. And now we get back underway here with 16 laps to go in the Daytona 500. The SHR front row with Gregson and Priest. We try to block Hamlin and Dylan here to get 3 wide in the middle. And we're just going to give Noah Gregson a shot here going into turn 1 and 2 as we can't make a move on him. So we stay second for right now. Shove Noah Gregson clears out a very fast car today. Me and him both come from the back. And now we're getting squeezed in the middle. Nowhere to go, losing tons and tons of positions on the racetrack. Blaine now gives us a push. And now we can finally fit in behind the 14 Chase Briscoe, get in line here on the inside. They got to deal with Josh Berry behind us, but Berry gives us a big push, and now Berry shoves right to the back of Austin Dillon, who we shoved Dillon for, is right by Hamlin and Gregson. Dillon clear for the lead. We power into second with the help of Berry, who's been a great asset in this stage after, you know, that incident we had, of course, in stage number 1 there. But now we look to find a way by Austin Dillon on the inside lane here as he vacates it, and myself and Josh Berry fill that hole and are going to train right by Dillon here as we take the lead here at Daytona with 15 laps to go. We're now leading the Daytona 500 over Josh Berry with 15 laps to go. Now a few laps later, we're still trying to block Kyle Larson. Now Larson gives us a shot, moves out of the way. Larson to the lead. Eric Jones trying to come through into second. Contact made, a lot of contact there. We save it, but now losing a ton of position on the racetrack, and the caution comes out because behind us it says 77 of Carson Hocevar is going to blow a tire, and Hocevar goes spinning into Kyle Busch, and Hocevar will go crashing to the inside, bringing out the caution flag. And we'll pit. The only myself and Hocevar, actually the only 2 guys to pit, as we restart here in 38th with 11 laps to go in the Daytona 500, because we have, myself and Hocevar now have enough fuel to make it to the end of the race without having to make another pit stop, because everyone else has to make a pit stop to get to the end of this race. Allmendinger almost wrecks behind us with that contact. He saves it. So now we're just hoping a green flag run to the end here strategy works out for us, and we get the Daytona 500 victory in a far less dramatic fashion than last season. So now we try to find a way by the 21 of Harrison Burton and the 9 of Chase Elliott up ahead of us. We're currently stuck right now in 37th. No help at all. But Carson Hocevar's got a big run. Now Hocevar will deliver that shove, the rookie. Of course, made a significant amount of starts last season for Legacy in the 42, subbing for Noah Gregson. Now in the 77 for Spire Motorsports in his first full-time Cup Series season. Struggling so far, but now gives us a big run. We go right by the 8 of Kyle Busch, who has struggled mightily today. Now we get it to the back bumper. Daniel Hemrick go to his outside. A little bit too much contact. Killed our momentum. Not the smartest decision. There we go by Hemrick. Now try to work by Justin Haley. And Elliott all the way on the outside lane here. Take to the outside of Chase Elliott, which works. To the outside of him, we're going to outside Harrison Burton. Byron sees the run. He slides up to block, so we give Byron a big shot here. Coming out of turn 2, and Harrison Burton puts us in the fence. Harrison Burton just put us in the wall. Elliott reinforcing that fact, squeezing us out of the room. So I said, okay, you're done. I'm sick of Chase shoving me in the wall, so I just dump his ass. Wreck Chase Elliott. There he goes. He's wrecking mine. It's big time. No caution for Chase Elliott, of all people, crashing like that. We've lost the draft. So now we're stuck all the way back here in 33rd. They're wrecking in front of us. Caution's out a huge crash. Truex and others. So the caution comes out, we stay out, because like I said, we have enough fuel to go to the end, so we stay out, cycle back out to be the race leader, And in the end, the strategies worked out perfectly for us. So now we're back in the lead. Just a bit of a struggle there at the end of the race. The end of that last round was a bit of a struggle. Now we get back underway, 6 laps to go, and we clear Eric Jones for the race lead here in that 43 Legacy Motor Club Toyota. Now down the backstretch, he's trying to make a move on us here. We throw a block high, block low. Contact Jones goes sideways around, goes to 43. He's making big. Jones and Zane Smith go crashing. Big time down the backstretch. Smith back into the pack. Big hits. Caution is out. We will go to overtime. Well, not overtime, but we have a 2-lap green, white checker to decide the Daytona 500. 2 to go. We are back underway in the 500. As we are clear for the race leads, we clear John Hunter Nemechek, the other Legacy Toyota, the rookie, who lines up on row number 1. We clear him for the lead, then slide down to the bottom of the racetrack to get the draft from Cindric and Briscoe behind him. So it's going to be the 2 of Austin Cindric come through to give us a shove. That's who we're going to have to block mainly here to secure this victory in the Daytona 500 for a back-to-back Daytona 500 champion, and to already lock our spot in the playoffs in race number 1 once again, just like we did last season. Nothing's guaranteed these days. You never know what can happen. Of course, Atlanta up next in the next episode. We'll see what happens there. As right now we try to hold off Austin Cindric for the lead and for the win. He's giving us a nice push here through 3 and 4 so far. Not really trying to make a move. We're just holding our line, maintaining this race lead down the front straightaway. Coming to take the white flag this time. Last chance for everybody. A white flag. Final laps. We're cutting one back in the Daytona 500. We are in the lead. Austin Cindric second, Stenhouse third, LaJoy fourth, and Austin Dillon runs their top 5 at the moment. So far, we're single file, 4 or 5 cars back. No one can really generate a run right now. Myself, the 2, the 47, and the 7 are just driving away from everyone else. Seem to have this race on lockdown. We just continue to hold our lane and block Cindric, who's just reluctant to make any kind of move, which is exactly what we want to see. We don't have to make any nonsensical blocks. He tries to go low. We cover that off. Don't let him hang us out there. He tries to go low once again. Cover that off to the inside lane, and we are smooth sailing through 3 and 4 for the final time. Daytona 500. What will Austin Cindric try to become a 2-time Daytona 500 champion? We block it down low. He goes high. We throw a big block here. The late into the fence goes Cindric. We block him into the wall. Here comes Stenhouse back to the line. We'll hold on, and we have won the Daytona 500 for the 2nd consecutive season here at NASCAR Heat 5 with a late block on Austin Cindric, and we held off Stenhouse, their 2023 real-life winner, back to the line. And we are now burning it down in celebration here on the Daytona front straightaway as the new look Best Buy Chevrolet gets its first Daytona 500 victory on the 99 machine. Of course, the company experienced having a one with Matt Kenseth, back with Roush a couple of times. And now we are now a 2-time Daytona 500 champion, as is Matt Kenseth, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jimmy Johnson. So now we are up there with the greats for 2 Daytona 500 wins. We go to burn it down right here close to the entrance of Pit Road. As we're back in championship form, ready to rock season number 2, ready to make our way to the playoffs once again and try to defend that championship and be back-to-back champions. As, of course, we did make a new schedule for this season. Championship race, instead of being at Phoenix this year, is actually going to be at Homestead. So we moved the championship back to Homestead, which is a track that certainly suits us better. As, of course, as we saw last season, we had a great run there at Homestead. Had one of the top 5 cars all day. Came home with a solid 3rd-place finish, I believe. And hopefully next season that should be enough to get us the championship. As we continue to burn down celebration right here in the entrance of Pit Road, and we wrap up the burnout here as we are 2-time back-to-back Daytona 500 champions. And now we celebrate in victory lane with the crew. And now we found race results. Of course, myself, your winner. Ricky Stenhouse, your runner-up. Corey LaJoy comes home 3rd. Cindric 4th. A great finish for John Hunter Nemechek in his return to the Cup Series, coming home in 5th. Briscoe 6th. Busher 7th. Dillon 8th. Josh Berry 9th. How about BJ McLeod running your top 10? Top 10 for the Beej, as well as Josh Berry in his first ever Daytona 500 start. So good runs for Berry, McLeod, Nemechek. Then here's 11th through 20th in the race results. Good finish for Riley Earps, coming home in 20th. And then 21st through 30th in the race results. And then 31st through 40th, with the drivers DNFing from this race being SVG and Ross Chastain. Oh my goodness, are both of our teammates. Now that is tough. That is tough. Both of our teammates and our alliance teammate Zane Smith finished 38th, 39th, and 40th. Tough day for those guys, but a great day for me. We're in victory lane. We're back in the playoffs. We're Daytona 500 champions. Maybe we have to update the point standings. It's only after the first race. Doesn't really mean much. We, of course, are going to have the points lead here after a strong run. Gregson has a stage win. You see LaJoy, Cindric, Dillon, Busher, Stenhouse, Briscoe, Gregson, Hamlin, Nemechek top 10 in points. And here's the rest of the standings. Obviously, this is going to change a lot over the next couple of episodes as we start to really formulate a legit picture of the playoffs as we start to work through the season. And then we're going to head back to see all the post-race fast lap of the race, most laps led, all that good stuff. And the fast lap of the race will go to Riley Earps with a 45.25. A great lap there for Riley Earps. We led the most laps, of course, in 25, exactly half of the race in dominating fashion en route to the victory. And we are also the on-the-move driver from 38th to 1st, plus 37 spots. Getting a couple of post-race awards. And tough break, and you go to that boy, Eric Jones, minus 26 spots, down from 11th to 37th. Tough times for him. Now we're going to head back to see if anything's happening back at the loading screen here before we conclude this episode and get ready to go to Atlanta for race number 2 on the season. And, of course, we get a summary, get all the payout, the fans, all the works from getting a successful Daytona 500 victory as we complete the incentive. It's race number 2. And we already have a contract option available. And so we're going to do exactly what we did last season. Put an offer on the table to re-sign with Trackhouse Racing, continue our beautiful relationship, and try to bring Trackhouse to glory. So there you go. We put Trackhouse on the board. And so until next episode for the And Better 400 in Atlanta, I hope you all have a good one.